Hey guys, welcome back. And we last left off as we were about to report to a few people, talk to just a few NPCs before we actually journey into the Valley of Mines proper. So one of the persons we're going to talk to is Zardas. See what he has to say about us obtaining the Claw of Beliar.
Hey, you! I've explored the unknown part of the island.
And what did you find?
It was all about a mighty artifact, the Claw of Beliar.
The Claw of Beliar? Where is it now? Do you have it on you?
Yes, here it is.
How very interesting. This weapon can be of great use to us, but it is also extremely dangerous. Take good care of yourself, and above all, don't lose it.
Okay. And fun fact, if you tell Saturus that you want to what is that like? If you tell Saturus to drop the Claw of Beliar into the ocean and you tell Xardas that you pretty much destroyed it, he calls you an idiot and he's pretty pissed at you, but nothing else happens. He just basically insults you for throwing away a very powerful artifact. Hey sheep. So, by the way, I saw a Reddit thread that there are two types of Gothic players. The type who kills the sheep the first time you encounter it, and the type who leave the sheep alive. I actually like to leave sheep alive in the game, simply because they actually add to the atmosphere, and killing them really doesn't give you all that much. If you're not Bosper's apprentice, you won't really get a lot of money for their skins. You get like 2 or 3 gold per skin, which is nothing. And even if you are Bosper's apprentice, you still get like 10 gold pieces per skin, so it's not all that much, to be honest. There are maybe like 50 sheep throughout the entire game. It doesn't really justify killing them, to be honest, since we can make money in so many ways. Alrighty, so we freed some prisoners last time. So one of the places we're gonna go to some farms. Field raider up there. Did I miss you? How did I miss you, little buddy? And do you have any friends left alive? That's Vino.
Nothing to be had there.
And if you are wondering, the reason his name is capitalized
Nothing there.
is because he's going to be relevant to a quest later on in chapter 3 and 4. So let's see. And the completed quest, the whatchamacallit, stone tablet, should be one of the first quests, I think, right? Missing citizens of Carinus? Where are the missing people? Okay. Now they say it is the task of the water mages. There's no help to be had here in the monastery.
Is it really true?
You're goddamn right. The monastery is utterly useless in this game. They literally do nothing for anybody, really, if you think about it. So, by the way, I wanted to ask you guys an important question. So I saw the Gothic remake trailer. It seems like a pretty nice trailer, but one thing that stood out to me is the overuse of these posh English accents, which seems to be the prevailing tone in Pyranha Bytes games recently, especially like Elex 1 and 2. And I wanted to ask you guys, the German-speaking community of Gothic, our German buddies, our German players, our beer-drinking Euro friends, when Gothic 1 came out, or Gothic 2, I'm talking about the German version specifically, did the voice actors and the voice acting in general sound like they were, let's say, a bit more educated? Like, I'm sure in German you have similar accents, like an educated accent or a regular speaking accent. Did they sound a bit more educated or just like regular voice acting? So let's talk to these guys.
So, back to working in the fields.
Hey, the guy who saved my life. Yeah, it's more hard labor for me now. Especially with those two nutty brothers. Aw, man. The bandits weren't that bad.
Okay, anything else?
So, hey!
Okay, so repeating dialogue. Let's equip our dexterity amulet. Franco's amulet. See if we can pickpocket. He's difficult, so I don't think we can. Oh, okay, we can. So let's talk to your bro, Telbur. He's risky.
So, back to working in the fields.
Hey, the guy who saved my life, especially with...
Okay, so it's the same dialogue, those two naughty brothers. The brothers are Eagle and Enem. Now, I'm not gonna finish dialogue with them because they actually have a quest in chapter 3. About your farmhands.
About your farmhands.
You brought them back. You're one brave man. Take this gold as a token of my gratitude.
I've gotta go.
So long.
100 gold pieces. That's actually not bad. Alrighty, so let's see. There was Tonak, Telbor, Monty. Let's pop another speed potion, why not? Might as well use them up. That's why we brewed them. There were... Ooh. Oopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Took some damage there. 621. Well, that's nothing a couple of healing spells can't fix, right? And we're back at full. Okay, who else? There was another farmhand at something's farm near the Valley of Mines, and there was also Patrick. Am I missing somebody? I have the distinct feeling I'm missing somebody somewhere, but I just can't place the name yet. Probably eventually gonna come back to me. So yeah, as I was saying, I like the trailer for the Gothic remake. Looks cool, looks nice. Just curious if they're gonna use this posh English accent too much. Because one of the things I personally liked in the Gothic series is they actually used a lot of different accents. They weren't always good accents, don't get me wrong. Oftentimes they were like, sounded a bit cringy, to be honest, or either overacted or underacted. But I did like the diversity. I like, for example, that the tobacco merchant in Kyrines has this sort of Arabic Bedouin accent. He's trying to pull off an accent there, it's nice. The brothel owner as well has an accent. Patrick, where is Patrick? Patrick might be in the house. Khaled, DJ Khaled. Okay, so they're all probably around here somewhere. He might be near Cord, I think.
I used to say that myself.
So Cord is here, yeah, and Patrick is there. Hey, Patrick. Pickpocket.
So, everything okay with you?
All's fine. The water mages led us safely out of this accursed valley.
And what will you do next?
I'm gonna continue to fight for Lee, and someday we're gonna leave this island.
And then?
Well, we shall see. If the war is still raging, we'll go up against the orcs. But that remains to be seen.
Cool.
Hey, you!
I brought your buddy back. Patrick is back.
Patrick is back.
Yeah, man. I had almost given up hope. You...
Hey, do me a favor.
Yes?
Spare us both your speech of thanks.
I wasn't going to thank you at all.
But...
I was just going to tell you that you're a damn cheeky devil. Stay cool.
I really love that dialogue exchange. It actually sounds so natural. Like, they're both arrogant cocksuckers, but...
Hey, you!
Do you have anything else to say?
I'm staying
You don't have anything else. Cool.
That's the first time.
What else? We also had to go to Bengar's farm, if I recall. There was another guy there. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were six prisoners. So Patrick was one, Monty was one, Tonak and Telbor. That's 4. The guy at Bengar's farm, that's 5. Am I missing a 6th? And if the answer is yes, who is the 6th? Who is the 6th? Wait. The missing people, right? So, Farmer Akil, Elvridge, Bengar, Cord, the fisherman, Garvel, William, Elvridge. Oh yeah, so that's 5. So I guess there were just 5 people. The rest were probably nameless citizens. Okay, I can live with that. So I still have a slight cough and the sniffles after a couple of lung surgeries. The doc said it's gonna be fine. It's just gonna be some it's gonna be a while until the wound and the lung completely heals up. So we need to find Pardos, which, if memory serves, he should be in the house. And one last person we need to talk to is Greg. I forgot to talk to Greg. We're gonna go to Greg pretty soon. Hey, Pardos. How's it going with you?
How's it going with you?
Hey, if it isn't my rescuer. Thanks again. Now I can just relax all day.
All right, I'll be moving on then.
Let's quick save the game. Try to see if we can pickpocket you. If not, at a later date. Nope. Okay. Oops. That was the wrong save. I should have loaded the quick save. Okay, so we talked to everybody. Let's just report to Bengar, talk to Greg, then just jump right into the Valley of Mines.
Hey, you!
Hey, Bengar.
Has Pardos come back?
Yes, he's inside, resting. Thanks for everything you...
Never mind.
Wait, I'd love to give you a reward, but I haven't got...
Forget it. Take care.
You too.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to... Do we have any transformation scrolls, by the way? We do not. I'm thinking of throwing some money into transformation scrolls, just so I can move slightly faster across the map. Transforming into a wolf or scavenger, slightly faster than just running. There's also a bug. There's a glitch. You can look it up. The Gothic 2 speed potion transformation glitch that can permanently put you into sprint mode. Not gonna abuse anything like that. Just pointing it out if you want to use it. Although it's just as easy to turn on Marvin mode and just sprint using Marvin mode. I think I'm gonna... Next time I'm gonna look up when we play either Arcolos or the Alhiver mod. I'm tempted to look up a sprint mod, to be honest. Because Gothic needs it, to be honest. The Gothic Arcolos map is pretty big. I would say it's as big as Korenis plus the Valley of Mines, or Jarkandar combined, or all 3 maps combined. It's decently sized. Now, coming back to the Gothic remake, man, I'm skeptical, to be honest. Like, I'm 50-50. I'm on the fence. Part of me wants it to be a great game. Part of me is honestly worried, like, after what happened to Gothic 3, and this is, by the way, a true story in my life. So, the first actual game I bought with my own earned money was Gothic 3. It's the first game I actually legit purchased. Gothic 1 and 2 I got as bootleg copies because we didn't really, or either bootleg copies or I can't remember if it was a gift from somebody. It was such a long time ago. I know for a fact that we had a magazine in Romania called PC Gamer magazine, or PC Gaming, something like that. And when you bought that magazine, sometimes it had CDs, and I know Gothic was one of them at one point. So I either bought a magazine or a friend bought a magazine and he gave me the game in any case. I loved it so much that I actually wanted to buy Gothic 3 as a DVD. So much for Raven.
So much for Raven.
Well, I'll be. That's unexpected. Caught him with his pants down, did you? That's certainly worth 500 gold pieces to me. You're quite the daredevil. Carry on like that.
Thank you.
And that?
That's about it. So, 1,000 experience and 500 gold pieces. That's, yeah, that's not actually bad. It's clearly worth the trip. So yeah, basically I fell in love so much with the franchise that I decided, fuck it, let's buy the game, and lo and behold, I bought such a broken game with so many freaking bugs that barely ran on my computer. I never had so many crashes from a game. Not even Bethesda games, like, not even Oblivion or Skyrim crashed so much on me like Gothic 3 did. And then then Forsaken Gods came out. And Jesus, Mary and Joseph, that was a crime against gaming, what happened. And then Arcania came out, and let's just say Gothic's reputation and Pyranha Bytes' reputation as a serious game developer really went to the toilet afterwards. And right now the game is being developed by a different studio. Now, I don't know much about Alchemia Interactive, the guys who are working on the Gothic remake. I do hope they're gonna do a good job. Like, I'm not being sarcastic. I hope they're gonna prove me wrong. Sorry about that. Hit the mic. I hope they're gonna prove me wrong. I hope they're gonna make an amazing game. But man, it's such a difficult task they had ahead of them. I mean, the Gothic community, let's face it, more than half of it is filled with hardcore players like me who really love the franchise, really love everything the modding community has done for the series, the patches, the art, the fan stories, the mods, everything. And they have to compete, well, not necessarily compete, rather they have to satisfy, yeah, that's the word, the needs and wants of an entire community, while at the same time providing a high quality experience to a group of people like me to regain and relive the initial Gothic 1 experience we had, you know, the hardcore experience that you're a prisoner struggling to survive in the colony, in a prison colony. But at the same time with modern expectations, like without all the jankiness of combat and all the glitches and all the weird movement and everything that made Gothic 1 slightly weird and difficult for it to get into the mainstream, you know what I mean? Personally, the jankiness is something that I kind of came to love, but that's just me. So I can handle jankiness if the gameplay is solid and the story is decent. Alright, so let's venture into the Valley of Mines. We're going home, lads. We're going home. And the Valley of Mines, we're gonna enter at night. So it doesn't really matter what time of day you go into the valley. It's always gonna be nighttime, and it's always gonna be midnight. This is a scripted event in a way. So let's see, we have 175 mana points. Okay, okay. What can we eat? Well, let's eat some fireworks. We need at least 160. And let's eat some firewood, right? So there are gonna be some orcs that are guarding the exchange place. So we're pretty much gonna start exactly in the same spot where we started. Okay, one orc we can handle in melee. I should also change my armor. Okay, let's change our armor to armor for Ravensguard. It has the highest damage resistance of all our armors. And yes, I did forget to go to a merchant to clear my inventory. Gonna fix that off screen at the end of this episode, I promise. It's really not a the most important thing right now. So we have some corpse and an unfortunate guy. Judging by the war skin, the Stormbreaker, and the little environmental storytelling, he was a mercenary. Mercenaries back in Gothic 1 used to have Stormbreaker maces. Alrighty. And down the exchange place we have 1, 2, 3 or 4 orc warriors down there, so we can handle a couple with our ice lances. By the way, I read on how that drain energy spell works. It apparently does a lot of damage against human targets, but it does nothing against any other target. So that's one orc. Oh, just a couple of orcs? Really? I expected more. Yep, the third one is there. Can we... Pararo. And... transform into a field raider. Small firestorm. Yeah, let's just do it. Come here, boy. Chaka. Okay. So yeah, the drain something
Nothing there.
spell is kind of pointless. I should have probably chosen Root Snare, which by the way basically acts like an ice block spell.
Nothing to be had there.
That's really all it does. Let's pop another speed potion. Let's just pop these potions until we're out of potions. We'll gather some more snapperweed in the Valley of Mine. So as you can see, the terrain has changed a lot. It's realistically the same map, full leather satchel. This leather satchel is actually quest item for chapter 3. We're gonna meet some old friends in the colony, by the way. Not gonna give you any spoilers, but some of you already know who players are, NPCs are. Okay. So you can see the terrain is pretty much barren right now. It's no longer the lush vegetation. It's mostly just scrubby bushes. One orc we can handle. Even a couple of orcs. Some damage we can actually easily handle. As long as we have full health potions, we should be more than fine. When we run out of those, we're gonna start eating into our generous food reserves. So not only do we have a lot of health potions, we also have blood fly stingers. So let's pop a pure life energy. We're soon gonna level up again, which means
nothing there, nothing to be had there, nothing to plunder.
Which means we can essentially put 10 entire points into... Can we climb up here? Thank you. 10 entire points into two-handed combat. Five mana points. Let's see, small firestorm. Anything else? I wonder if there are any meat bugs. There used to be meat bugs here in Gothic 1. The first enemies you officially encountered in the game. Well, enemies. Not really enemies, more like passive mobs. Okay. So, a lot of corpses, so people had some struggles trying to escape the colony. Okay, we're gonna save the game because there's a cutscene here. And... okay. And I can't remember the cutscene. This is the path, by the way, that... this is the alternate path to get into the colony. the path by that stone bridge. Ah, the rickety old bridge. Let's kill some field raiders. This is one of the reasons why I love speed potions, because you can close the distance to mobs.
Nothing there.
While they have this taunting animation, this aggressive animation. Let's see, fireweed, and should be a corpse somewhere around here. No, not you, sir. Now, up here, yeah, a cutscene is gonna trigger, so enjoy the cutscene. Okay, pretty cool cutscene. So that was a dragon attack on the old camp, castle. Left, right, left, right. Alrighty then. Now, we're pretty much nearing the end of the episode, and I think after this cutscene, it's a perfect moment to end the episode right here on a high note. They modified the terrain a bit, so we can actually climb up there, can we now? Or can we? Actually, I think we can. Can we though? Yes, we can. Thank you, Obama. But memory serves, there's nothing else up here, so the landscape is mostly the same, although some secrets from Gothic 1, well, they aren't the same secrets, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's have a general overview of the valley, shall we? So let's enter first-person mode. Okay, so let's see. We have the old camp castle in front of us. We're familiar with this. We have a huge orcish wall to the southeast. If I'm not mistaken, that's the east, yes. Okay. We have the old mountain fortress dead ahead of us. And to the right of us, in the direction of the old mercenary camp, the new camp, back in Gothic 1, it seems to be a huge snowy area right now. So the Valley of Mines has drastically changed. It's not the friendly, welcoming place. It's not the same friendly prison we visited back in Gothic 1. So in the next episode, as morning comes, because morning is just around the corner, we're gonna venture down the path just like we did in Gothic 1 and see what mysteries and mischief we can encounter. So thank you guys for watching, gonna see you in the next episode. And as always, remember the most important story in the world is your own. Cheers guys, take care of yourselves.